Hi, welcome back. Is there a thing like a magic pill and that would heal you magically from chronic fatigue syndrome? Because I used to wait years on end for medical science to come up with something like that. And right now, in the alternative healing industry, which I'm working in, it is basically accepted that there is no such thing. But what if there actually is something like that? It's not a supplement. This is a very ancient supplement because I no longer believe in it, so I no longer take it. It's not a supplement. Instead, it's for free. For free, yes. And if I'm going to tell you what it is, you probably will dismiss me. Like, no, it can't be. Too easy. Or I've tried that and it didn't work. So the answer is actually very simple. And it works against anxiety, chronic fatigue, all kinds of symptoms, overthinking, and you name it. And it is crying. Now, I'm sure that most of you have cried. So here are 3 reasons why it did not work for you. And the first reason is that you have experienced a partial release. That means that you've cried a little bit, but not enough. And in order to explain that, we need to go back into the mind-body theory. The brain, the limbic brain, is protecting you against a danger, which is usually an emotion, and emotions need crying, and it wants you to not experience that. Therefore, when you go in and feel just a tiny bit of that emotion, the limbic brain will amplify symptoms. And that's not really a bad thing because it means that you know exactly what is causing your symptoms, and you just need to prepare yourself to go a little bit deeper. If you'd like to find out more about this, then we do offer weekly Q&As where we answer all your questions. Find the link in the description and we're happy to see you and to answer your questions. So the second reason why your release did not work and you did not experience a relief of symptoms after crying is that you have been crying secondary emotions. So hear me out. A primary emotion is something that is causing the symptoms. But on top of that, you can become very negative or sad about your life or the lack of a life. And then you can cry sadness, for example. But if you don't go to the root of the symptoms, which is probably not sadness, but a more overwhelming emotion, then you can cry as much as you want. And it won't help you to experience a release. I do think that when you are sad, that it is important to cry. So you can cry a little bit of sadness, but I mean, nothing is going to change if you're just going to cry sadness, for example. So you need to find out what is exactly causing your symptoms. Which emotion is it? And we teach that in the release program. And then the third reason is that when you are in a downward spiral and life has become very negative, then you might be just drowning in negativity and there is no way out anymore. Therefore, when we try a release, which is usually with crying, but also with gagging or screaming sometimes or shaking or all kinds of release signals, we do that for a certain amount of time, let's say 30 minutes a day. We try to do it. And after the 30 minutes, maybe we have managed it or maybe not. But either way, we do something else because we don't want to drown in negativity. The way that I healed and the way that many others have healed is via releases. That means that every symptom is caused by one emotion, just one. If you manage to find that one emotion, then you probably start crying or shaking, shivering, etc. And after that, when you go all the way, then the emotion has been resolved and the brain no longer perceives that as a danger, and therefore it's gone. The symptoms can be gone almost instantly. So is there such a thing as a magic pill? I believe it is, and it is for free, and we have it inside of us. It's crying. And if that is difficult to you, then please join the release program. We prepare the brain to cry. We make it simpler. And after a while, you notice that you become more emotional and that you have more and deeper access to these emotions. I wish you a beautiful healing journey.